In recognition of your contribution to national security, the Ministry of Defence and Ministry of Home Affairs have jointly come up with a life and accident insurance coverage to provide a new and comprehensive insurance that can give you and your family greater assurance and peace of mind. Presenting the MINDEF and MHA Group Insurance, brought to you by Aviva. This plan is uniquely designed to meet the insurance needs of our personnel in MINDEF and MHA. Let's see who is eligible for the MINDEF and MHA Group Insurance. NSFs, NSmen, regular servicemen, public officers in MINDEF and MHA, selected volunteers in MINDEF and MHA, and employees of affiliated entities are eligible for the group insurance plan. So what's the level of coverage you get under the scheme? There are two schemes within this group insurance plan: the core scheme and the voluntary scheme. Under the core scheme, those who fall under eligibility criteria will automatically enjoy coverage of $150,000 group term life and $150,000 group personal accident from 1st July 2016. Premiums will be paid by MINDEF or MHA, so you don't have to pay a single cent. Most importantly, you are covered regardless of your medical conditions. The coverage period for the core scheme is different for the various groups. NSFs will be covered during the entire duration of your full-time NS. For NS men, the insurance will apply during your ORNS period, including IPPT, IPT, or RT. Regular servicemen will be covered during your terms of service or employment period. And volunteers are covered during the period of your official duties. So, what exactly is Group Term Life, or GTL in short? GTL gives you coverage on and off duty and offers payouts for death of any cause. It covers all the basic necessary life insurance features that you'll need. What about Group Personal Accident, also known as GPA? GPA provides coverage for accidental death and disability. Now, what if you need more coverage? Even though you're covered under the core scheme, every individual has different insurance needs. If you need more coverage, it can be purchased under the voluntary scheme. For just $1.35 a day, you will be covered under the maximum coverage of $1 million for GTL. And the maximum coverage of $600,000 coverage for GPA costs only 20 cents a day. You can also purchase riders to supplement your insurance plans. The best part is, these premiums will remain at a fixed rate until age 65. The voluntary scheme has been effective from 1st July 2016 for MHA personnel and 1st October 2016 for MINDEF and SAF personnel. Now, who can purchase the voluntary scheme? It will be those covered under the core scheme: NSFs, NSmen, regular servicemen, and selected volunteers. Public officers in MINDEF or SAF and MHA and personnel from DSTA will also be eligible for the voluntary scheme. In addition, all eligible personnel can purchase coverage under the voluntary scheme for their spouse and dependents. While the core scheme only covers you for a specific period, the voluntary scheme covers you till age 70. It is independent of the core scheme, which means even if you are no longer covered under the core scheme, the voluntary scheme will continue to run and you will still be covered as long as you pay the premiums. Here are examples of how these plans can work for you. For GTL, on top of the core scheme, Sung decides to sign up $1 million coverage for GTL under the voluntary scheme. With a premium of $41, he will enjoy 24/7 worldwide coverage of $1 million under the voluntary scheme, even after he leaves the employment of MINDEF or SAF or MHA. 2 years later, Seng suffers from a heart attack and has to be warded in a hospital for 3 weeks and was discharged. His condition worsens and he passes away in his home a few weeks later. His family receives a total of $1,150,000 death benefit payout after he passes away. What about GPA? Ben signs up for a GPA plan under the voluntary scheme on top of the core scheme. With a premium of $6 a month, Ben receives coverage of $600,000 under the GPA voluntary scheme. 6 months later, he meets with a serious road accident which results in blindness of both eyes. Ben receives a total payout of $1,125,000 of total and permanent disability (TPD) benefit under GPA, in addition to another payout of $150,000 TPD benefit under GTL core scheme. So, what next? Take a closer look at the GTL, GPA and rider brochures and decide on the coverage that best suits your needs. If you have any questions about the plans, you can call us or email us. You can also visit our website for more details. Thank you for protecting our nation.